Buying a car is considered a significant milestone in an individual's life, and it's really filled with a lot of excitement and anticipation. However, nothing quite prepares you for the unexpected and traumatic experience of having a car crash. In the year 2021, I bought my Peugeot 108 and I drove it for 2 years before it sadly crashed in a road traffic accident in 2023. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you that one thing that made a whole lot of difference to my payout after this crash. There are different ways by which people get cars in the United Kingdom, and I share a lot more about that in this video, which I'm going to be linking in the description box below and somewhere around here. I am going to be looking off camera a lot because I've got my numbers here and I want to be precise with the numbers so that you have an idea of what I'm talking about. So I bought this Peugeot 108 for £11,490. Of course, not outrightly. Not outrightly. I have not reached that level. Hopefully I will get there someday by God's special grace. So I bought the Peugeot 108 for £11,490, and I didn't buy it outrightly like I said. It was bought with hire purchase. So I paid a deposit of £1,395 to the car dealer, while the finance company paid the remaining £10,095. Now, I was repaying it back to the finance company every month at around £234 per month. Now, there are a lot of other costs that's associated with having a car. In fact, there are many costs that's associated with having a car. It's not just you buying a car and then just driving it. Talk about the road tax, talk about insurance, talk about servicing, talk about the fueling, talk about charging if you've got an electric car. So there's a lot of cost around buying a car. Now, for the insurance, there are different types of insurance, and there is the main insurance and there's something called the gap insurance. I'll explain it better as the video goes along. So basically, from what I've read and from my experience, what happens when there's an accident or there's a crash or something happens to your car is that you inform your insurance. Then your insurance people ask you questions, and then they go and process, and they have meetings upon meetings before they get back to you and tell you, oh, this is what we are doing, this is not what we are doing, and all that. It also depends on what you have signed or what the company provides, which you will have known at the point of buying insurance from that particular insurance company. So it is good to always take a look around, search around, compare different insurance quotes before you finally settle with one. And it is what you also speaking with people, chatting with people who already have a car in the United Kingdom about their experiences with different insurers in the UK, so that even though their website is saying something else, sometimes their relations with their customers might be different. So it's worth speaking with people also just before you make your choice, because the choice of your car insurance company is very important, especially when there's an accident or when there's a crash. So if they needed to pay you some money, of course they will pay it. It's just that for some companies, the process can be so stressful and time consuming. So yeah, just do your due diligence before agreeing to buy your car insurance from a particular company. And did I say that there are some other documents that the insurance people will ask for you? Because something that I've noticed with my dealings with insurance companies, especially car insurance companies, this is my first time of dealing with them though. The crash gave the opportunity to deal with them in that way, to say, oh, I need my money back for this car. You get? Something that I've noticed is that they will get every information of you before they can approve the payment of your car. They will squeeze all the information, and God help you, you don't have that information. It will give them avenue to say, no, we cannot do this. We cannot, because all the questions that they ask me, sometimes I'll be like, is this even necessary? I gave them the police report also of the incident. So let's break down the numbers now. From what I said earlier, I said the car cost £11,490. I paid a deposit of £1,395. So the car finance people, they paid the remaining £10,095 to the car dealer. Now we are saying that the cost of the car is £10,095. let's just say that's the cost of the car. So far I've had the car for like 2 years, almost 2 years, and I'd paid £5,606 at the rate of £235 per month. And then, like I said earlier, the insurance people said, oh, they were going to go get the value of my car at the time of incident, and then that is what they are going to pay to me. So because I had paid £5,606 to the car finance, what I had to pay left was £6,084. If you had both of them, is more than 10,095. I honestly don't know how they came about that, but I know that there was some charges like less rebate of charge or something like that. I tried to search for it online and I think I got an idea of what it was, but I'm not confident to explain it to you guys. But anyway, how much was left for me to pay to the car finance people was £6,084. Now let's go back to the insurance people. The insurance people said they were going to value my car at the time of incident, and then that is what they are going to pay. So when they came back to me, my car was valued at £9,890. That was like £1,000 plus less than the overall amount that I paid for that car. But it was fine. I mean, I had used the car for 2 years. So insurance paid the £9,890. However, not to me directly. They didn't pay everything to me. So because I still had £6,084 to pay to finish up payments with the car finance people, so they cleared up that to the car finance. So they paid £6,084 to the car finance, and then the remaining was £3,806, which they paid to me. Now this is where the gap insurance come in. Now because the insurance people paid £9,890, which is about 1,500 and something pounds less than how much I initially paid for my car. Now the gap insurance company came in to fill in that gap. So I reached out to the gap insurance company and they also asked for different documentations like what's the settlement figure for finance, how much is my current insurance company willing to pay, and things like that. And it was a lot of back and forth. Honestly, I don't wish this on my enemy. It was a lot of back and forth. Firstly, thank God for life, because if you are not alive to even be claiming all that, there's nothing to claim. Like if you are gone, you are gone, you get. But you being alive and you even start the process to be claiming, it's a lot of headache. I can tell you that, a lot of headache. So at the end of it all, my gap insurance paid £2,053. You will notice that this amount is more than the 1,500 plus. That is the difference that I was expecting that they will pay. They actually paid much more than what I was expecting, and they gave me a settlement breakdown, which I'm going to be reading out now. So basically, when they did their calculations and all that, the eligible shortfall that they were supposed to pay me was 1,600. However, they added some extras like total loss assistance, which was £300, motor insurance excess contribution, which was £250. So that made a total of £550. However, they removed their outstanding premiums, which was £96.24, because I was paying it monthly. So they decided to take out their remaining premium. So that now gave us the settlement figure of £2,053. And now basically, if you removed that £2,053 from the original amount of the car, which was £11,490, we've got £9,437, which is still not up to what the insurance people paid. It's like £500 less. However, it made a huge difference, if you ask me. It made a huge difference. So basically, if you are driving a car in the UK, and of course we don't pray for things like that, we don't pray for accidents, we don't pray for crash and things like that, but sometimes life happens, sometimes they do happen. So if you can, gap insurance is a good thing to have on your car, apart from your normal insurance cover for your car. You know, I used to tell my friends that since I bought my car, I bought it in 2021, and for the period of a year plus, in fact, throughout the time when I had that car, I don't think I ever saw any car like it. Like, I did not see any car exactly like my car before. However, just few weeks after the crash happened and my car was deemed total loss, tell me why I saw this exact car exactly like my car, the same color, the same, like it was a Peugeot 108, of course. The only thing that was different is that it has a different plate number, and it just made me nostalgic, and I was like, oh my god, I miss my car. But we thank God for life. The Peugeot 108 was my first car and I was so excited to get it. If you want to see the video of me buying the car, getting the car, you can watch this video here. And also this here is the video where I talked about the different types of ways that you can actually buy a car in the United Kingdom. I'll see you in either of them. Thank you so much guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, leave me comments below, share this video and subscribe if you like my content. See you in these videos.